Dear students, welcome back to class. I hope you all have read first 3 pages of the chapter from Trade to Territory, noted down the difficult word and their meaning in the notebook. Let's start with page 1. In standard 7th, you have read that Babur founded Mughal Empire in India. He came to India in 1526 after conquering first battle of Panipat. He was able to establish his kingdom. After Babur, Humayun, Akbar, Jahangir, Shah Jahan and Aurangzeb were famous, powerful Mughal rulers. But after the death of Aurangzeb in 1707, no other successor of Aurangzeb was able to control the whole India. So, Subedars, Jamidars gained authority and power and established regional kingdoms such as Maharaja Ranjit Singh in Punjab, Murshid Quli Khan in Bengal, and Tipu Sultan in Mysore. Delhi has lost its glory which it was having in ancient times. It has no more effective central power now. Bahadur Shah Jafar was the last Mughal ruler. In 1600, Queen Elizabeth I granted sole trading right to East India Company to trade with East. Charter means the written permission. The Royal Charter, however, couldn't prevent other European powers from entering the Eastern market. The Queen has granted sole right to East India Company, but it doesn't mean that other European powers cannot trade with India. Before English ships sailed down, Portuguese had already established their presence in the western coast of India, and they had their base in Goa. It was Vasco da Gama, a Portuguese explorer who discovered sea route to India in 1498. Means Vasco da Gama reached India much before Babur. By the early 17th century, Dutch and French traders arrived in India. Now, British, Dutch, Portuguese, Spanish, French, European companies were in India. All these companies were interested in buying the fine qualities of cotton and silk produced in India. All demanded spices like pepper, cloves, cardamom, and cinnamon. The only way the trading company could flourish was by eliminating rival competitors who will be strong, will be able to hold control over the trade. This led to the fierce battles between the trading companies. So they regularly sank each other's ships, blockaded routes, and prevented rival ships to reach India. Trade was carried on with arms, and trading posts were protected through fortifications. This effort to fortify settlements and carry on profitable trade also led to intense conflict with local rulers. The company therefore found it difficult to separate trade from the politics. Read the slide. All of you have read. Now let's move to the next slide. The British were able to set up the first industry on the bank of river Hooghly in 1651. By 1696, it began building a fort around the settlement. After 2 years, they bribed Mughal officials into giving the company jamidari rights over 3 villages. One of these was Kalikata, which later grew into the city of Calcutta or Kolkata as it is known as today. British were not satisfied with trade only. Now they have established forts in India. Now they are claiming for jamidari rights over 3 villages. It persuaded the Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb to issue a farman granting the company the right to trade duty-free. Farman means royal order. Company provoked Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb to give them royal order to trade India duty-free, means they will not pay any tax. The company keep trying continuously for more concessions and manipulate existing privileges. Company needs more and more concessions. Aurangzeb's farman had granted only the company the right to trade duty-free. But the officials of company who were carrying on private trade also refused to pay duty. Means Aurangzeb granted concession to East India Company only to trade duty-free. But the private officers, here you can read about Robert Clive. He came to India when he was 17 years old and he earned huge profits by trading with India duty-free. After the death of Aurangzeb, the Bengal Nawabs asserted their power and autonomy. Murshid Quli Khan was followed by Alivardi Khan and then Sirajuddaulah as Nawab of the Bengal. Each one of them was a strong ruler. At that time, province of Bengal was very important, very powerful. Thank you. We will continue tomorrow.